invent ideas gives you the spheric dichotomies of Invention Technology. Okay? Invention Technology Lecture. You know, mostly what we're doing right now on the Inventive Impact Dichotomy. The definition of this is impact is forceful contact or striking one thing against the other. Okay? And then dichotomy is mutual exclusion of thoughts and action. Okay? And then the eventful ID source is the cerebral hemispheric activity. The verification pathway of this hemispheric activity is by electrophysiology or biochemical analysis. Yeah. And then the hypothetical activity pathway, you know, of this is by thought. And then by thought, you know, create mental maze. So mental maze, you are affecting two types of learning: the passive and active avoidance learning. These paradigms are, you know, under mental maze. Then the second one is action. You know, action hypothetical activity pathway. You know, this action hypothetical pathway is affected by you know, water and open field maze. All right, and then you have humanistic circumscripts. Under humanistic circumscript, you know, is affected by biofeedback. So in biofeedbacks, you have two polarities that, you know, enhances this: the positive and the negative. Now, in invention technology, these are very, very important to keep you in the range of prospection. Now, if your feedback is affected by negative polarity, then that means, you know, you are taking into consideration so much these things, either that you have a very serious criticism, you know, mostly degenerative criticism, which, you know, brings you down and then gives you the punch to really, you know, be knocked out of prospecting whatever you thought. Or if your criticism is affected by regenerative thoughts, then, you know, it's called regenerative criticism, which is very, very good. You know, it actually gives you up, and people, it's not that they want to bring you down, but they viewed your work and then they want to give you an idea that you do not know through criticism, so that you can go up, you know. And then the next one under this biofeedback circumscript is the positive feedback. In positive feedback, you know, it's affected by approval of your work, one. Secondly, by financial reward that came from it. Third, by, you know, fame that is accompanying it. And then the fourth one, institutionalizing yourself as an inventor. Okay? Then the inferential ID impact dichotomy of invention technology is, you know, affected by Ekwerike's law of invention. That's IS is to 4. I mean, IS is to plus on query equals to E is to SQU. This SQU, it means a systemized quotient under attenuative transmissible endpoint. Okay, then IS is to plus on query, you know, is imaginative thought. That's imaginary standard, or you call it instructional stimuli. All right, and then E is to SQU is the endpoint of action prompts. You know, so this IS is to plus on query equals to E is to SQU. You know, it is my law of invention. Okay, then the types of inventive IDs. You have three types. One is professional, which is general. You know, the professional ID impact dichotomy, and then the second one is initialic. Initialic is private. You know, it's only you that knew it, and then it's spherical in nature. you know. And then the third one is robotic, which is correlative, you know. So these are the impact dichotomies in invention technology. In summary, impact dichotomy means, you know, separation of thought and action. First, remember, you know, you have the thought of something, you know, you just imagine it, and then under IS, that's instructional stimuli, you were, you know, you were subjected to picture that improperly, and through that, you know, picturing it in your mind, you were able to bring it and write it down through the second scriptoscope. Okay, so these are the things that you should know about inventive impact dichotomy.